Yeah, three more games done. I swear, every other video, it feels like we're talking about SRH and RCB. But we're done with a good chunk of the tournament already. We had our first game, obviously KKR, who flew all the way to Ahmedabad just to lose. It's just unfortunate. They're the only team right now which does not have a win, and that one point also they would have lost it because Punjab got two wickets in the power play in like 2 overs. Like it's
The rain literally saved them that day.
saved them that day. Like I remember telling that day it shouldn't it shouldn't hurt either of the sides. It benefited KKR. It didn't hurt them at all. It's probably hurt Punjab maybe if they want to get that top two spot. Maybe if they have like a bad streak of games, we never know what could happen with their thing. But these guys, oh my, I don't know. I really like they have a match tomorrow. Like we're recording this right after the, not right after, but after the SRS Chennai game. So it's between the afternoon game and the night game. So, but obviously, let's get into it. Finally, they dropped Finn Allen. They're like, let's bring in that change. They got Tim Seifert, like how you mentioned in one of the previous videos as well. Ajinkya Rahane is not able to take off, to be honest. Like last season, I was on his side when people are saying, "Why did they make Rahane captain? Why did they do?" Yeah, I was very skeptical. Why did they make Rahane captain? Like I understood they had no other option. They had a pretty bad plan for the mega auction. To be honest, you let go of your captain, and you did not go for either of the other captaincy options in the likes of Rishabh Pant or or KL Rahul. Sorry. And you didn't go for any other players. You went 24 CR almost just for Venkia, really. So obviously that was one big issue. And but Rahane was actually performing decent. He was putting in that good power play. People now obviously they're having a concern over his strike rate, saying that oh he's not been hitting superb or whatever. But I remember last season, especially the first game against RCB, the way he came out all guns blazing first 50 of the season as well. I was like, okay, this guy he has something special, and he even played so well against Mumbai. Obviously, Wankhede, home ground, whatnot. Yeah, you can say all that. But at this age, and obviously you've been out of touch with T20 as well for so long, like T20 eyes, I'm saying, you might have that issues. But either way, the top order completely failed.
But
Raghuvanshi
how
also has not
much
been that good.
how much can you expect from him also? I get what you're saying,
Yeah,
but he didn't perform two matches.
yeah.
There's no one else who's stepping up.
No,
There's
I'm not saying
Ajinkya
that
who's stepping
it's.
up with
Yeah, I'm
there was
not saying it's
Avnish Raghuvanshi
Ajinkya's
who's
fault.
stepping up with Rane in
Mm,
the previous games.
yeah.
Now these two don't perform. I was about to mention this has happened last season. Has happened now also. We make a video, we call someone a flop, and say, is that guy got enough in him yet?" And that guy performs. And this is what's happened with Cameron Green. First, he played so slow, but then he did pick up in his innings. But you have to
But
also
what else
give
can you
credit.
say? Like when the wickets are falling, also he'll play that strike rate only.
Yeah, no, but you have to give it to the GT bowlers as well. They
Yeah.
knew that they couldn't get Cameron Green out. So what they did is they kept him on one end and kept taking the wickets of other batsmen. That put pressure on Cameron Green. He's
That's
kept
one
on
of the
one end. He's
positives for
stuck
GT.
there. He's lost that rhythm. He has and he has to hit, and he got out. The way they got all out as well, they were actually in a good spot at a time when Cameron Green and that Roman Powell's partnership was really going. And if I'm not wrong, even with Anukul Roy
Yeah,
as well.
Anukul
Anukul
Roy,
Roy
that was
did
a quick fire
wonderful.
60 partnership. Yeah.
There was a really good partnership with him. Yes, Cameron Green did the heavy lifting in that partnership, but it was going well. And from there, you just saw the downfall of this KKR batting lineup. There's no one else who's performing. Roman Powell, ever since he's gotten in his squad, is putting in that consistent 20 plus runs. But
But that's
other
not
than
going to get
that,
you over the line.
it is only two batsmen who are putting in those numbers. The rest all are either in single digits or they're just playing it at run a ball,
Exactly.
which doesn't work, which absolutely doesn't work in this day and age. Even before also it wouldn't work because it is a shorter format. You need to play at least in 150 strike rate, if
Yeah.
not anything more. 150 strike rate will be considered decent innings, and you need to put in that 20-30 runs. The top order at least needs to put in the 20-30 runs. Tim Seifert first match was okay, I would say, not really bad as well. And the bowlers, again, GT bowlers, we have mentioned this enough. It's good to see Rabada pick up wickets. Actually, he's been one who GT would hope. Oh, I need this man to come back to form for us to become an even more lethal bowling attack.
Yeah.
And you could see how lethal the bowling was when the likes of KG was also back in form. If picking up 3 wickets in that, 2 wickets came in 1 over itself. It was really good bowling.
Hmm.
Mohammad Siraj as well.
He's been consistent.
What
He's been
a
consistent.
spell he's had in the game. Prasid Krishna, that usual 1 wicket he did pick up just to hold that or purple cap in his name. Ashok Sharma, yes, he did get bashed, but you see, one good thing about his bowling is he's young and all of that, yes. But if you see his bowling, right, he can bowl that really quick one, and also he's got the slower one. So the
Hmm.
change of play pace is almost 40 kilometers per hour,
Yeah.
which is a really huge difference, and that can really be deceptive for a batsman. A bowler who can bowl up to 140 clicks, and he can reach touch 150 as well. And if the same bowler can bowl a ball that is 100 kilometers per hour, the next ball, it's really deceptive. The batsman will be caught in a shock, and that's how he got his 2 wickets as well. He bowled 2 quick ones, and then after that, the slow delivery is what that this is what GT management and the captain should tell the young man, saying, this is a really good skill that you possess. Work on this, make this your strength, and he can turn out to be a good bowler for GT
Yeah. In the
for
future.
this season as
Yeah.
well.
And he
Future
took,
future this
he also took the wickets of Rahman Powell and Ramandeep, who can really put that 20-30 extra runs on the board for the bowlers, like batsmen to get
exactly.
pressure on. So
And
he
it's the
has
same
potential.
ball that got their wicket as well. When you look at his GT batting again, Shubman Gill has just, I would say, really good to see him amongst the runs. He held the orange cap for a brief period until the SRH game happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really good to see him back amongst the runs. Yes, he's never lost touch in the IPL as such.
That's
But
right.
if you see the T20 international,
Especially on this ground, he's
exactly.
won that.
But if you see his T20 international form, it wasn't really great. So to be backs amongst the runs will really boost his confidence. I'll tell him, okay, there's no reason to doubt himself. Still got it. Test and ODI is never was his problem. It was T20s that was his problem. There's questions over his
Yeah.
strike rate. He showed as well that he can play in a good strike rate as well. He's playing well, and his uh, batting will really make a huge impact in this GT lineup. We've seen how crucial him performing is. The top three performing for GT has been, because if you see the later half of the chase, once Shubman Gill got out, which is again
Yeah.
loose shot, I would say he was also frustrated with himself. He would like to stay. You just saw how the middle order just gave away the wickets like that. There was too little to defend for KKR at that point,
Hmm.
but they almost gave it in the hands of KKR.
Yeah.
They dragged it till the last over. They won by 5 wickets. Yes, with 2 balls left. To drag it till that extent, especially after how they were going, was so unnecessary. And I also feel bad for Ajinkya Rane. His bowling attack looks really weak.
Yeah,
I mean,
I heard
and
Patirana is gonna come back. I heard Patirana is gonna be. He got his NOC like today after the game. Like after the SRH game, we got into this
but
news.
you really have
But
to feel
he's
for the captain. There's no
yeah,
one. There's no one who's ready to put their hand up.
exactly,
I mean, you need someone who's ready to put their hand up and say, "Okay, I'll get you that wicket.
exactly.
I'll start to take the
And,
initiative.
and it hurts
I'll
more.
lead the pack."
It's not a thing that the inexperienced bowlers. They have the likes of Sunil Narayan. They have the likes of Varun Chakravarti. They have the likes of Vaibhav Arora, who's had a couple of good seasons already with KKR. You would expect that he would also like, take up that mantle, saying that let me step up, gotta be the main pacer, do something or that. But it's just not been that story for them.
Yeah, I think there's nothing much more you can say for this game. That's
Yeah.
all that's there in this
But
game.
KKR has really got to regroup and like figure out because I think they're done with
They
maybe
have
six.
to click
Yeah.
somewhere. They have to click somewhere. They need to get a point. I don't think they would want the record of no wins at all in
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
first 7 matches.
Yeah,
No, I
hey,
don't think any team has done that.
Hyderabad holds the record. I mean, obviously, back when we were Deccan Chargers, we have the record of the least number of wins on the table, which is 2 wins back in the first season of IPL. So We never know.
That that record does look in danger the way this KKR lineup has been playing.
Hey,
But
but no,
anyways, let's move.
keep in mind. RCB has been in a worse situation than this. Y'all have gone six losses in a row as well, in 2019.
We have we have gone six games in a row. We have lost as well.
Exactly.
Yes, we have, but I think we did bounce
I
back
think
and we
KKR
got
can
that
definitely
three four.
bounce back as well. Yeah, I feel. See, that's what
Yeah,
makes a champion
it's
side a
just.
champion side, right? So yeah.
Anyways, let's go on to the next game. Whatever social cause this green jersey holds.
Bro, what green? No,
Yeah,
no. Y'all are trying to promote no pollution and more trees to Delhi. That's only where y'all screwed up. Huh?
this green jersey, no, other than planting tree, just because it's Earth Day, these guys they decide to plant trees with their dot balls. Then only they decide to score less. Then
Com-
only.
complete
But I
middle
really
order,
have to give
complete
it to the
middle
way
order
they
collapse.
fought.
Complete middle order
The
collapse.
middle order did collapse. You have to give credit to DC's bowling as well.
Yeah.
How much ever you say, oh, green jersey, a record is bad, expect it to play well. I mean, that's all. It's all fun and games, but you need to realize that you really need to put in that performance. Everybody does have to pitch. This is one where you were really going strong, and then the middle order never just showed up. Yes, there was Phil Salt. What an innings Phil Salt
Yeah.
played. Virat Kohli again got out unnecessarily. So it was everyone who
I don't know
got
why
out. There
he's
was a
trying to
very
do that. I don't know.
unnecessary wicket that everybody simply threw away that wicket. They created the pressure. The pressure was never there. It was RCB itself who put the pressure onto themselves by just throwing away their wickets. It just needed, one or two deliveries because it was such a pitch. It was not the usual Chinnaswamy where, oh, you ball just flying across the ground.
Yeah.
It was stopping and coming as well. So this is when you need to take in those one or two deliveries and play. Assess and then go bang bang.
Yeah.
Once you're settled in, once you can see the ball properly, your timing it will go bang bang. Who's stopping you then? But when you have to respect the bowler as well. Kuldeep Yadav, a good, really good spinner. Lungi Engedi, who's a really good bowler
He's
with the
been in good
slow
form
ball.
as well. Yeah.
Natarajan, who's really good with the slow ball. You need to respect such people. Akshar Patel is also really smart spinner. You really need to respect
If
those
they keep
bowlers. Make but
respecting
the
everyone,
balls
who
spin
else
it.
will they? Who else will they hit? Akib Nabi, they'll have to respect. Mukesh Kumar, they'll have to respect. Tengidi, they'll respect.
No,
Akshar.
I'm saying they're all. It's a good bowling attack. It's not that there's no good bowler in this lineup. You play it according to the merit. Yes, you choose your bowler that you want to target, but there'll be those good deliveries that you have to, play it out. Hit it in the gap and get a single. Who's asking you to defend it? Play it in
Yeah.
the gap and get those. Still keep the scoreboard ticking. You will get that loose delivery in the over. There will be
Exactly.
that loose delivery that they'll try to bait you to hit and capitalize on that.
Yeah.
That is what you have to do in such a match as well. Not every match can you go and score a 200 and then
I mean,
take it
that
to.
pressure will always be there because obviously this IPL at least when pre RCB game, there's only one match until now. This IPL 25 matches happened. Only one match had the team who was batting first who would put less than 200 once, and that was Chennai against Delhi. So obviously that pressure
Yeah,
against Chinnaswamy will be there to a certain degree.
the pressure is there, but your bowling line. It's not that this is some RCB team of 3-4 years back which didn't have a bowling attack. They depended on one bowler. This bowling attack has really some big names,
Yeah.
proven cricketers in the world out there.
Yeah.
But again, this Karnataka boy, I swear to God, I do not know what he has against this team. The bowling attacks have changed ever since he's gone out. There have been different bowlers that has come, but his love for smashing RCB still remains the same. This KL Rahul and him proving that this is his ground and this is his choice of team to
I think
target.
yeah.
It never
I
ceases
think
to
yeah. I
amaze me.
think
But
even when he was at Punjab as well, it was the same story. I think he had 100 with you guys. No, like
any
against.
team, you pick any team, he was in Punjab, he bashed us. He was in LSG, he used to bash us. He came to DC, he started bashing us. It's like you bring whoever you want. You bring Josh Hazelwood, you bring one of the best bowlers of modern cricket. KL Rao said,
I mean,
Sharma said, and
I personally feel
smashed him.
that no, I personally feel that he was kind of hurt that y'all picked Jitesh that day instead of him in the mega auction, because the price also wasn't so much more different. 3 CR. I think he would have expected y'all would have gone for him.
That I don't think that was the case. I think when RCB left him in 2016, that would have hurt more
2018, there,
because
2018.
sorry, after 2016 in 2018 when they left him, that would have hurt more because he was building on to be that player, and you kind of knew that KL Rahul won't come back to RCB at least soon, and I don't think he'll return as well. If he has to return, he'll probably be in the later stage of his career, not so soon, or I'm not sure. I probably when Virat Kohli, steps down from IPL, or when he's going to phase out of his career, is when they'll think about KL Rahul, because he's now, I would say, a big figure in the cricket team as well because of how he's been performing. He is the one who's been consistent across formats. You see it in the IPL, you see it for the Test team, Indian Test team, ODI team, T20 side. He doesn't have a place, but he's been really well wherever, and he stepped up. It is not the KRL that was before that used to perform one match in a series. He's putting in that
Hmm.
performance consistently now, and he's one guy you can really depend on.
Definitely.
And he's got such classic shots as well. It's no, just hitting game. He times the ball beautifully. He's got a really good game.
Yeah.
But yeah, again,
I mean, shout out to
as
Bhuvi
a
as
fan
well. I
of
think as the fight
like
back, if you
that
mentioned,
over was just that over was
yeah,
just
exactly. If you don't mention fight
that
back, how
power
can you not
play
mention
spell
Bhuvi?
was something else. That power play spell was something else.
Yeah, yeah,
It was a shout out to Bhuvaneshwar for sure to take it to the last over as well. We
yeah.
fought really well. RCB did fight really well to take it to the last over, but last over, anything I would
Can
say,
happen.
anything below 16, 17 runs is a tough fight in this modern game. At least for the last 3 4 seasons we've seen that as well. David Miller, how much of a fan of RCB I am,
You'll
you would
appreciate it.
be as a neutral fan. If you neutral perspective, if you look at it, you should feel good for David Miller
Yeah,
that
definitely.
after that
The
close
curse might be
loss,
over. Yeah,
to finish the game off
I
for
think.
his team.
Yeah.
He would be really happy that that was the case this time. One issue that I really want to talk about is before we go to the other game, or discuss more on this, is the number of people that are players that are suffering in this IPL. You've seen the number of retired hurts that
Ah, yeah,
it,
that
it
is a
is it is very unusual. I don't know if it's the heat, that the terrible heat this time that is there.
heat, and I think maybe
It's
the these guys were just also playing in the same like kind of weather just a couple of months back. They weren't. They were playing the T20 World Cup, which was obviously so intense and like they were playing every other game like 3 4 days.
I don't know what it is, but this it's probably weather, it's probably the schedule, whatever it is, but it's definitely taking a toll in a lot of players' bodies.
Yeah.
We saw it in this match with Akshar Patel. He cramped up. Rasik Dar cramped up the other day. Rohit Sharma got injured. He has his
In the next
hamstring
match
held.
in the next match, Maitre got a
Ayush
hamstring.
in the SRH CSK, Matre was holding his leg. There's been a lot of this retired hurt, and people struggling. They're having cramps, hamstring injuries, and a lot of that is probably the heat, dehydration, and all that. Don't know, but it is a worrying sign when you see players just falling on the floor every match. It's not that it's happening in one or two occasions. In most of the matches, there's at least one player that's holding his
Hmm.
leg and saying he's having a bad cramp, or he's getting, that
Definitely.
injury that is there in that match, and it's not a
Hmm.
good sign for the player's body, the toll that it takes on the body as well.
Uh-huh.
uh,
I mean,
that's
another
all
thing,
I
yeah.
have for
For
this
no, for
match.
this match, we also got to mention about Tristan Stubbs. I guess I don't know if you mentioned him. He's a kind of
Yeah,
player like for past couple of years for Delhi. There's a reason why they retained him even in the mega auction. He's the kind of player like for South Africa and like even SA20. He's a very good player. He takes the game really deep and he'll ensure that they get over that line. It's not like he'll
it's
hit
a
careless
classic
shots.
chase.
It's a classic
Classic
chase.
chase.
He knows when to accelerate. He's a very he's probably one of the best. most underrated, like number five, number six is out there right now. I'd say in modern day cricket, at least not modern day cricket. I'm just saying right now in current form. So yeah, that's something which I have to appreciate. And obviously, let's move on to the next match, which was Sunrisers versus Chennai. What a match! I think it was such a treat to watch as an SRH fan because I think all the issues which we were having until now, I could see there was a lot more improvement. I could see in a couple of previous games, like even if we lost as well, no, I could see some of the improvement. But this match, I think it really felt that way because the first over, it did not go superb. Like we didn't get too many runs, we didn't get too many boundaries, but Travis or Abhishek, like neither of them panicked. They knew there's time. And this pitch is the same pitch against which we used against RR. So even when we went into the chase, I think they had that idea that if we hit 210, no, we're going to easily defend this. And that's what my feeling was as well. Because like if you hit 210, that would have been like 16 runs, way more than what we did. And then what the final, like in the over, it would have been like 32 of 6 or something. It would have been easy game set match over there only. So I think that's something which they took their time. Travis also didn't panic. He was really struggling like with that NR, like his run rate was not catching up to Abhishek, but he still stayed calm. He got up to a certain thing. He didn't make such a bad shot as well. It's just the fact that Rutraj made such a stellar dive and he caught that ball. So I'm not too pissed off with him. Ishan Kishan though, I'm kind of irritated. Like I'm not irritated. Sorry, that's the wrong word to say. I was very shocked because that's not the kind of shot I would expect from Ishan. The first ball. Because if you see this entire IPL, he's been the kind of guy to anchor. He's been able to get that team to better target and whatnot. But really, what is that? What is the need for that shot? I don't get it. Because you're making Klaasen come out every single game. You're making him come out before 10th over. How long can I keep carrying you guys like this? I'm telling this to both top three. I'm telling the
That
entire top three.
man, Henrik Klassen,
I'm
the
actually
performance he's been
afraid.
putting for this SRH side for the past 3, 4 seasons now.
2023 she had 4 seasons totally. Yeah, this is the fourth
Uh,
season.
the 4 seasons, there's not one season where you could in these 4 seasons where you could say Henry Klassen hasn't carried SRH in about 3 games. At
Yeah,
least
definitely.
minimum of 3 games
Yeah,
in an IPL season, this Henry Klassen carries this SRH side. Whenever
yeah,
SRH has a bad game with bat, the bright spot will be Henry Klassen.
yeah,
And one of those
definitely.
youngsters. One game it was NKR, one game it was Aniket Verma. But the performance that this man keeps putting on, we had RCB had him, he didn't click. Went to
Yeah,
SRH, he's clicking brilliantly.
yeah. He had a
One of the
hiatus from
difference
IPL. He had a hiatus from IPL as well. He was first bought by RR, I remember 2018, because he just toured India with South Africa at that point, and he was like one of the big names then. Then he went to RCB. Then he had a big hiatus. Then he comes back into the IPL, and I'm like, why is this? Why is my owner gonna try buying this guy? This guy's a fraud. Oh no no no! 5.25 CR on this guy. Oh my god! But that season obviously wasn't the best season. We finished on the bottom of the table, but still we could. That was the only bright spark we had that season. Like oh, Klaassen, this guy has something. He just needs a good squad to back him up, and he did exactly that. This time is a 59 of 39. Obviously, he got bowled by Anshul Kamboj. Very good ball as well. But I think everyone, Abhishek, Travis, I think I want to mention one more thing about them is once Mukesh Chowdhury came down, I'm like, yo, this guy, 2 years back, I remember seeing this guy playing on the same venue against us. He got slapped 27 of 1 over against Abhishek. So I'm like, okay, now Abhishek's going to attack this guy. He did exactly that. Anshul Kamboj comes in. Anshul Kamboj, honestly, he's maybe scared of Travis or something because Travis actually hits him out of the park every single time. I remember last time at Chennai as well, like, yeah, he got him out, but Travis was playing all types of shots against him and he could kind of read him better. But
but you
obviously,
have to give it for Compos the way you did
yeah,
the
obviously,
way he
purple cap
bowled
holder, you
well.
can't take anything away from him. He's the purple cap holder right now, and he might keep it
Three
maybe for a
wickets, which
couple of more
is
seasons. Yeah,
was a brilliant spell actually.
yeah, definitely.
The yeah, and in those 3 wickets as well to get Henrik Klassen, Liam Livingston, and
Yeah,
Shivan Kumar.
that's
Yes, was
that's
one of the
that's
tail
another
enders. But
stupid thing. Like obviously, Aniket, Nitish, and Salil could not do much, which kind of sucked. I think these guys have to got like at least one of them. I can't obviously hope for everyone to play well. One of them has got to put in that extra 10 runs. Shivan Kumar, he's honestly been playing like a bowling all rounder. and that's very nice. Liam Livingston, I'm not sure if like obviously I get it. Vettori was kind of afraid we won't even get to 190 at a point because we lost wickets at 170 something. So I understand why he made that, but you gotta have more trust in Harsh. You gotta have more trust in Shivang because they've shown you in this IPL only they have good shot selection, and they also remind me of last season's Kamindu. Like yes, he's more of a bowler or whatnot, but the shot selection they have, no, it's not even the fact that they have super power. It's just the fact they know what to hit. They might not hit a six, they might just hit fours, but they'll get you across. I'd say this was probably one of the worst impact players I've seen this season. Yes, he got those two catches, yeah, whatnot, but you gotta trust your what is called bowling all rounders because now in this day and age as well, no, every other bowler is also hitting, so you gotta do that.
And again, you need to mention Jamie Overton.
Yeah,
He was,
the
like I've
best,
said, he's been
probably
putting in
Chennai's
the
best player this
performances in and
season.
out. Yeah, he's been putting in the performances every game. He picked up 3 wickets again with the ball. He was exceptional with the ball. Yes, he wasn't as great with the bat, but he did put in the performance with the ball, and that was really good. And I think the turning point in this game, in the chase at least, was Ayush Matre when she
Yeah,
started struggling. That was definitely what changed the game around, because
I
the way
mean,
Ayush Matre was going, it looked like, oh, finally CSK is going to make a chase that is above
oh yeah,
180.
that's the one. The 180 they broke last year, if I'm not wrong, with Devil Brevis, but 190 they haven't broken in since
Yeah, I
2018.
thought, oh, finally they're going to reach that barrier. Oh, whatnot. Ayush Matre is bad. First, you've seen that Sanju Samson plays well against SRH, but Nitish Kumar Reddy did pick up his wicket.
Yeah, I think
And
huge props to Nitish Reddy. He's been putting that off work. I remember telling in the auction video as well. SRH season will go based on how good NKR plays, and it's going decently only once NKR started bowling and whatnot. He's improved his pace just because like slight technique tricks. But Samson as well, like the first ball, no, I actually thought he was going to get out because Praful he bowled in such a way that he was going to go straight to the fielder, straight to Nitish, but it just went slightly over. So today also Praful didn't have the best of days. Honestly, the way he started off and like this match, it's not going to be the best of like people might already start saying, "Oh, he's just one match wonder, whatnot." I hope none of that gets into his head. So many bowlers have bad days. Trust me, this is just one of the starting. There are going to be so many more 5 wicket hauls. There'll be so many more hat tricks. There'll also be days where you get hit for 70. You can look at so many players in the IPL. But yeah, I think that's one thing which is very true. Samson got out quickly by Nitish Reddy. Then Gaikwad gets out right after Matre. Like Matre gets dropped by Klassen before at a tough catch.
this
Then Klassen only catches
Gaikwad,
him.
this CSK season depends on how Gaikwad plays,
That's
to
yeah,
be
that's
honest.
probably yeah,
That's what this Gaikwad doesn't perform. How many times have we seen this Gaikwad
yeah.
doesn't put in the performance, and the CSK side just look
Exactly. Yeah, Matthew,
mediocre?
even Matthew shot and Sarfaraz Khan as well. Like it did not feel like. I think they got like so comfortable saying that we don't have to hit like even 9 runs per over, so let's just play very slow. Like there was no intent, like let's try hitting that loose ball as well. There was no hitting on the loose ball. Yeah, I understand SRS bowled well or whatever, but attack to a certain degree, and when they attack, they're hitting straight to the fielder. Like that's not the way to necessarily play, guys. Come on. And I think one of the big points which we also have to keep in mind is Devil Brevis could not do anything. Shivam Kumar had him locked up, and people like I remember before the season, like Del Brevis, Chennai people are thinking of him like some savior. Like I get it, he's a really good player, but one player is not going to solve all of your problems, guys. Trust me, and I can tell you that. Hendrik Klassen was our best player for the past couple of years. Have we won the trophy? No, we haven't. You got to fix up all of the issues um, in your team. Then only you can win a trophy. Most of the teams which have won the trophy have genuinely been flawless once they come onto that pitch. Yes, they might lose a couple of games here and there, but they build on those mistakes. You look at the likes of MI 2020, you look at the likes of GT 2022, you look at RCB last year, you look at Chennai 2018. Yes, that team would not look the best on paper, but once they come onto that field, they'll play out of their skin as well, and that's why they're champions. And that's the GT side as well. 2022, they weren't the best of sides to be honest. When Hardik Pandya is coming in at
Yeah,
number four, how is that the best side? You have Ridhman Saha opening, who's past his prime. You have Shubman
Sai
Gill,
Sudarshan, who has
who's a
not been in the
youngster.
international circuit,
Exactly.
he turns out to be one of the most important players.
Exactly.
Rashid Khan was not in form. Rahul Tewatia barely had performed. There was Miller who was
Yeah,
people.
Miller was a yeah.
However
Gill was
evergreen
playing
Miller
at
is,
no
he was
Gill was
not in the
playing
best
at
of form.
110 strike rate at KKR. That's why they let him go as well, and he becomes that kind of a player. And then Sai Kishore, you guys pick up the likes of uncapped players like Sai Kishore. So they also won the best, but they played out of their skin. They topped the table next season as well. They topped the table. So that's the kind of way you got to play. And Chennai, you got to step up your game as well. Shivam Dubey. He used up. I feel Shivam Dubey and Cheta. Like Cheta, yes, he hit a century a couple of days back, but it feels like they used up their luck for the World Cup with the law of averages coming into play as well. Jamie Overton, like even in the last over, yes, that no ball was bowled by Praful, yeah, whatnot, whatnot. But I still knew we were going to win it, and the boys did exactly that. I'm really proud of the way we've been playing. Now, next match, we have our last home game in this stretch, which is against Delhi, tough side. Pat is not going to be back for this one as well. He's going to be back for the RR game. Like, I think if you just play like this, sensible cricket. Abhishek, I didn't really emphasize on him, but what a knock! I think last match just unlucky. It's good that we won. So one bad knock doesn't matter. So next game you got to put in that good knock once more, buddy. Play sensible shots. Trust me. And Travis, just stay with him. I think that's all he needs as a companion as well. Just stay with him. You don't need to hit a one like a 200 as well. I think right now he's like we've realized on this pitches at Hyderabad, it's not like a 260 pitch unlike the some of the other pitches. It's just hit 200 change and you can chill out to a certain degree because the ball's swinging well and the ball's doing its own thing. So yeah, I think that's all I got to say about this game. Ishan Malinga, some one more thing I forgot to mention. Really good with the ball, man of the match for me, and he's also the man of the match. That's something which is he's done really well as well. But other than that, I don't have anything else to say. Anything for you?
It's you see the bottom of the table. Yes, this table is poised very interestingly
Yeah,
at this stage. I would say it's a really interesting table to look at. You can never rule any team out just
definitely.
yet, and that's what the IPL has been also about. We keep emphasizing on this every tournament, every video, even
Yeah.
in this. Seasons videos also we've been mentioning that you cannot rule any team out.
Mm-hmm.
Where MI can come out of the trenches, CSK can put in a couple of performances. You
Even
really never
KKR
know.
can make it out if we never know.
Yeah, you really never know. Your DC side might lose a stretch of matches. RCB might, SRH might.
Punjab might.
It's like anything can happen, and you take in match by match. Every match there is an interesting thing to look at. You see, in that MI Punjab match, there was a brilliant catch by Shreyas Iyer.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, you know, this SRS CSK was a tight game, I could say. It was going back and forth. RCB DC kept going back and forth. So there are a lot of interesting matchups, and there's still a lot of interesting matches ahead as well.
Mm-hmm.
We still haven't reached the halfway point, but we're close to that.
Yeah.
Is what I'm saying. We're probably in that last week for the first half of IPL, and it's poised really interestingly. This tournament, it's it's still very competitive. You can never say, "Oh, this team is definitely making the playoffs." It is too early to say so as well.
Yeah.
And like always, we're there as long as cricket is there,
Mm-hmm.
and there's still a long season ahead of this IPL. So you'll keep seeing our faces for the IPL at least,
Mm-hmm.
and obviously after that for the rest of the match. But let's go one thing at a time. Uh, and that's all, guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next video.
Chalo, bye.